Welcome back everybody to another episode of Sneaker Updates. This will be Sneaker Updates number 11. If you happen to be new to this has essentially become a new weekly series, and if you're not familiar with this series, basically we go over a bunch of different sneakers that got updates for within this week. For instance, some of those sneakers may potentially include some Nike and OffWhite sneakers, some Yeezys, Jordans, and more. So with that short little introduction out of the way, why don't we jump into the first update. Alright, so we're going to kick it off like always with some Nike and OffWhite, since that's what you guys seem to like the most. But before I start, I just want to give a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video and supporting the channel, and actually helping me build something very, very special for you guys. More info for that at the end of the video. Use the link in the description with offer code KeithAdam to save 10% on your first purchase. Try it for free for 14 days. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, take action with Squarespace. More info at the end of the video. Anyway, let's get back to some Nike and OffWhite. So if you guys saw my October release video, you would know that we have two pairs of OffWhite Air Force Ones releasing. Those of which include the Volt pair. In addition to that, we also have the black pair. So for these should be releasing side by side on the same date. Expect Europe, US, and Canada to be receiving these, and the retail for them is $170, and expect them to release in mid-November. Now, unfortunately, there is no release date as of now, but I will keep you guys updated for that. But if they just by chance don't happen to release in mid-November, don't expect them to release at the end of November, but rather the beginning of December. And the reason is we have two Nike and OffWhite shoes already slated for the end of November, in addition to that for mid to late December. We'll get to those, but as of now, let's stick to these. So far for these, it is expected that there is going to be a draw for US and Europe, and a sneakers pass for New York City and Chicago for both pairs the day before. And for Canada, it should be a first come first serve. As you guys could see, this release is very reminiscent of what we saw with the OffWhite Blazer Spooky Pack. Unfortunately, official images have not yet loaded onto Nike sneakers, but when they do, you'll see pages like SoLinks tweet them out. I might even tweet out a couple to you guys just so you can get a first look. But anyway, moving on from those, regarding the pairs that I was referring to earlier, it was actually the OffWhite Zoom Flies, as I mentioned in my updates video last week or 2 weeks ago, which are releasing on the 28th according to Pirates on the same day, both pairs. But the more interesting news is actually for the other pairs I was referring to, and that is for the black OffWhite Air Max 90. These will be releasing in mid to late December for $160. For these, actually expect a release very similar to what we saw with the OffWhite Prestos, where they didn't exactly release on the same day, and as of now, I can't say for sure if one's going to be a shock drop and one's going to be a draw. All I know so far is that they're most likely not going to be releasing on the same date. Anyway, moving on to the next update. Unfortunately, some bad news here. The Serena Williams Blazers did not restock on the 31st, as multiple reps were claiming from Nike. But as of now, most Nike reps are still claiming that there is going to be a restock for iPhone users. Some are saying it's going to be for everyone, so who knows? Maybe they'll end up doing this. I'm going to keep my eyes open just in case. But who knows? Maybe these Nike reps are really just bamboozling us. And finally, regarding the OffWhite Air Max 97 Menta US release, still there is no product page for these, but like I've been mentioning, they have been loaded up on Nike sneakers. When anything changes, I'll keep you guys updated for this. But if the product page does not load up by the 9th, expect a shock drop just like what we saw with the black Prestos. Of course, it's kind of vice versa, where we got the draw first and now we're getting the shock drop. It's kind of the opposite, but it's still similar. Anyway, moving on, we usually jump right into Yeezys, but this time we're actually going to start off with Jordans just because I'm so excited for this news, guys. Basically, the green Cactus Jack 4s will be releasing November 17th for $225, and there is going to be similar stock to the blue pair, so it's not going to be easy to get a pair, but it's also not going to be extremely difficult to cop a pair. I know a lot of you guys are wondering as well, will these be profitable? Yes, I'm expecting these to be profitable, but with the retail being $225 and these having slightly less demand than the blue pair and similar stock, don't expect as much profit. So overall, it's not going to be anything too crazy, but I still suggest going for them. Also, I'm not confident that we're going to get the pair with the Nike Air on the back, although I do think it is very possible, and here's why. When it came to the blue pair, the Friends and Family pair was the pair with the Nike Air on it, and the regular pair just had the Jumpman. However, in this case, we already have a separate Friends and Family pair releasing soon, and that Friends and Family pair is going to be the purple Jordan 4 Cactus Jack. There's only 1,000 pairs in total for these. these. And this leads me to think that there's a chance that we might actually get a pair with the Nike Air on it, so I'm interested to see what happens, but we'll see. Moving on, we also are getting some Travis Scott Jordan 1s. According to Pirates, these are going to be releasing in April of 2019, and I'm personally expecting the retail to be $180, very similar to what we saw with the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 1s. So unfortunately, no, it's not going to be $160. But anyway, moving on, the Jordan 1 not for resales are actually going to be releasing on November 7th for $160. And regarding resale predictions for these, I don't know, guys. You do what you want to do. Personally, I'll probably rock my pair, you know, just for the culture. And who knows, maybe if I get multiple pairs for these, maybe I'll do something special for you guys, something like that. These are going to be somewhat limited, so I'm not confident I'll get multiple pairs. But if I do, again, you know, I'll do something. Also, regarding the yellow pair is supposed to release in December. Moving on to some smaller updates, we got a unique look at the Jordan Designer exclusives. Then we also got a look at some Player Edition Oregon Duck Tinker 3s, which actually have a removable swoosh, which I thought was pretty unique. But anyway, with Jordans out of the way, why don't we move on to some Yeezys? So for Yeezys, we got some pretty exciting news. Right now, we have a date for the Ibras. They will be releasing on December 14th. Of course, the retail will remain at $220, and stock will luckily be, or at least for all of you guys who want personal pairs, it's going to be very similar to what we're seeing with the Zebras. If you want to resell any pairs, unfortunately, don't expect anything great. Moving on, we have the Salt 500s releasing on November 30th. There's also good stock on these as well, so it won't be difficult if you want a personal pair. And also, you guys already know what's coming on Black Friday. We mentioned this in a previous updates video. With Yeezys out of the way, why don't we move on to some miscellaneous sneakers? So first of all, we have the Adidas ZX 4000, which is apparently going to be released through Bodega. Now, unfortunately, they've deleted their post on this, and I also can't find it on their release calendar, so perhaps there was a mistake. I'm not sure. I'll keep you guys updated on this. But in addition to this, Pirates also tweeted out that another colorway, completely separate from the last one, will be releasing on November 30th for $350. Honestly, I'm kind of interested to know what you guys think about these. Feel free to let me know. I've loved a lot of the 4Ds that have been coming out, but I really can't get behind these. Moving on, we have official images loaded up onto Nike sneakers for the CDG Air Force 1s. So evidently, these are going to be releasing on Nike sneakers. When we do get a product page or a release date, I'll be sure to let you guys know about that. And with that, I will conclude all the updates. But actually, before I end the video, I actually just wanted to tell you about what I've been doing with Squarespace and why I wanted to work with them. I've actually been meaning to start a cook group for quite a while, and Squarespace is actually helping me by laying down the foundation for that. Squarespace has made this an extremely easy and stress-free process, especially because there's numerous templates to choose from, so it makes it very easy for an amateur web designer like me. They got everything from templates to domains. It's really just an all-in-one platform. And in addition to this, you also have some fantastic one-on-one customer service in case you happen to be struggling with anything. As of now, my site is still under construction, but it won't take very long at all for me to finish it. I'm just putting on some final touches for you guys, and of course, I know you guys are excited for the Discord group as well. We're going to have so many monitors in there. It's going to be fantastic for you guys. I just know it. Also, of course, we're going to have a ton of fun in there. There's voice channels. There's going to be text channels. You'll love it, I promise, guys. But anyway, feel free to get started with Squarespace with the link in the description, and also the offer code KeithAdam to save 10% off your first purchase. With that, I will conclude today's video. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, if you perhaps learned a thing or two. Also, guys, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications to stay 100% updated on these shoes that are releasing and any hype future releases. With that, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Again, feel free to check out the link in the description, whatever floats your boat.
The F to the double O, even the T. Get that big foot away from me. Get your foot off my foot. Ah.
Get your foot off my foot, yeah!
Why you hurting me with your foot? Can't you find somewhere else to keep it put? Get your foot off my foot. Ah.
Get your foot off my foot, yeah!
And mom always told me not to play when another man's foot is in the way.